Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's PC. And over the weekend I was playing some PS2 games. I broke that out and started playing some. And I figured today I just want to show you guys my top 15 PS2 games. Alright. Number 1. Well, this is from 15 on down. So number 15, we'll go with Virtua Fighter Evolution. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, excuse me. It's the greatest hits title. It's the only way that the title came. And I remember picking up Virtua Fighter 4, really enjoying it. And then this one came out. And this one's pretty special. Has a high resolution redone polygon version of Virtua Fighter 1 and a whole bunch of extras. And when this game came out, it was $19 brand new, so I had to jump on that. So number 15, Virtua Fighter 4. Number 14, Catamari Damacy. When I first seen this game, it was in GMR. It was a magazine handed out by by EB Games before they jumped on Game Informer. And I seen this and I was really interested in it. It looked like a really different game made by Namco. I'm sure everybody knows this title by now since it kind of blew up in the States. But it was a really good game. It was basically about you are the prince of the universe and your dad basically fucked stuff up, and now you gotta save his ass by rolling up garbage and making him into stars. It's a really good game. Came out for $19 also, so it was a really good title for $19. Okay. Number 13, Guitar Man. This is my favorite music rhythm game, and it's a really good game. I forgot who was made by. I forgot what was the person who made this, but it's a really good game, guitar music game. If you guys haven't tried this out, it's kind of a rarer title. Mine's in kind of beat up shape, but it has some really interesting characters in it. Just YouTube this. Really an underrated gem on the PS2. So number 13 is Guitar Man. Okay. Number 12, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. Probably my favorite Metal Gear in the series. Not saying that all the rest of them aren't really good, but this one is really good to me. I like everything about it. I like the 1960s, 1970 motif, and just everything about this game is really good. Love the storyline. I beat it over 20 times. I have the HD versions of this game and everything, so Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay, number 11, Zone of Enders 2, produced by Hideo Kojima. Just came out with an HD remake of this also. It's a beautiful game. I did a memories about part 1 of this game, but this is my favorite one out of the series. Everything that was wrong with part 1, they fixed it in this one. The camera, the speed, the choppiness of the animation. Better characters, just everything is better about this game. Definitely one of my favorite games. Got this, all these games I got on day 1 when they launched. So Zone of the Enders 2, second runner. Okay. Next game, Devil May Cry 3. Special edition, number 10. Basically with this game, people complained about the original Devil May Cry 3, saying it was too hard. I didn't have a problem with it. I really love the Devil May Cry series, and this is my favorite one out of the whole series. And a really good game. Another one of those budget titles that came out. I believe it came out about $30 or $20 when this was re-released. And this is to me the best one in the series. It has a lot of combos, a lot of fast gameplay. This is the one that introduces you to Virgil as a human, and just a really good game. You can play as Virgil in this version of the game also. Next game, the Big Daddy on the PS2, God of War 2. I got this when I first got a PS3, and that's how I played it. This came out really late in the PS2 life cycle. Really good game. Part 1 was also another really good game. This one beat it in my opinion. Basically, it's about Kratos. If you don't know who Kratos is, I don't know where you've been at the past couple years. And just a really good game on the PS2 to have. So on to the next. Metal Slug Anthology. I'm a big Neo Geo fan, and this right here, I can't afford any of the Metal Slugs on my AES right now. I plan on getting one of them, Metal Slug 3, which is my favorite one. I have to save up for it, but this right here is a perfect collection. They have this on the Wii and the PSP, but I don't really like those versions just because on the Wii you have to play with the Wiimote only, I think, and that shit sucks. This right here, I can hook up an arcade stick or just play on my PS2 controller. And this is a perfect game, the perfect compilation on the PS2. This one right here, to me, is really worth, $50 when it came out. A beautiful game. Has Metal Slug 6, the only way to play it right now. Has Metal Slug 1, 2, X, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you guys need to really pick this game up if you haven't picked it up yet. If you're a Neo Geo fan, you need to do this. Beautiful game. Next, Final Fantasy X. I remember walking in the mall and I seen the music CD of this game before the game launched, and I was gonna buy the music CD for $50, and the guy said, "Hey, I actually have the real game in the back if you want it." So I dropped all my Christmas money on it, picked it up, and I haven't regretted it since. Beautiful game. My favorite Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's probably this one. This one a 7, but I have to give it to this one. First Final Fantasy to introduce voice acting for every character. It was the first Final Fantasy on the PlayStation 2. Really beautiful game. Showed off the PlayStation 2 at the time, and just a beautiful game to this day. I hope they make an HD remake of this game so I can pick it up. So, Final Fantasy X. Next game, Kingdom Hearts 2. My favorite Kingdom Hearts so far, even the ones on the PSP and the DS, this is my favorite one. I love the combat in this. I love the storyline. I love the clash of the Disney and Squaresoft characters. This is a really good game, and a lot of people like Part 1. Part 1 is awesome. I have it playing right now in the background because I love the music in Part 1. I love the music in this one too. But this is a really good game. And it's just, I put this on and my daughter sees me play it and she goes nuts because she's like in love with Disney characters. And just overall a really good action RPG. One of the best ones on the PlayStation 2. Alright, moving on. We're getting into the top 5 here. Dragon Quest VIII. The best RPG on the PlayStation 2, bar none. This, a lot of people bought it for that Final Fantasy 12 demo. I got my own views on Final Fantasy 12. I think it sucks. That's just me. But this game is the perfect RPG on the PlayStation 2. This is old school RPG right here. The way you fight is in first person, so you don't see your character, you just see the enemy. And basically no one is tied down to a certain class. You can make anyone any class in the game. And you can also fight with monsters that you catch out in the field. It has a really good storyline about it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but I put 90 hours into this RPG. I mean, I was so strong at the end of the game that I didn't have to fight with weapons. It was strictly my fist I was fighting with in this game. So I poured a lot of time into this. Have a strategy guide for it also. But this is probably my top 5 RPGs of all time. This one and a couple other ones, but this is probably number 2. I mean, I love this game. I can't speak highly, I just can't speak any better about this game than what I can. This game is perfect in my opinion. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 if I could. So, next. Persona 4. Now, this was a Christmas gift for me back in 2008. And I really didn't know too much about the Persona series, but this is my first one. I really fell in love with this game. After I beat the game, I actually watched the animation, the Japanese anime of it, and I really liked it too. Basically what this is about, this is a high school, it's kind of like a dating / RPG sim, and it's really good. They have this on the a better version of this on the PSP Vita right now, and it's a really good game. They also have a fighting game on the Xbox and PS3, Persona 4 Arena. And this is, you know, a really good game. A lot of likable characters. Comes with a CD. Put up by Atlas, so you know it's a, you already know it's probably gonna be a really good game anyway. So Persona 4. Oh. And number 3, my favorite shooter on the PS2, Gradius 5. Another really good shooting game, probably the best shooting game out from Konami, I think. Made by Treasure, so you know you can already say that it's gonna be good from that alone. And a really good game. I mean, this shit is so hard to me. I mean, I barely get past the second stage. I try and one clear all my shooting games, so I'm constantly starting over, trying to get a perfect clear. And this shit is so difficult. I mean, it's a really good game. I love looking at it. It's very beautiful. It's just hard as fuck, man. So I'm constantly going back and trying to, you know, get that one credit clear. And I'll make it so far, and then I'll get depressed because I die, and you know that I don't touch it for a couple weeks, and I'll come right back to it. But it's like a good frustrating, you know, game. It's not a bad one. So Gradius. Okay, put this over here. Alright, my top 2, Shadow of the Colossus. One of the reasons to buy a PlayStation 2 just for this game alone. If you're going to buy one game for your PS2, get this one. They have an HD remake with Ico, the first game from the creator of this series, on the PlayStation 3. But this one, when I first saw this game, it really blew my mind. Just the scale and scope of the game. Now, this is pretty different. In this game, you really don't have enemies. It's basically just a boss fighting game where it's you and your horse going out and you're slaying these colossi. And when you first look at one of these compared to your game character, you're like, how in the hell am I gonna, you know, beat this guy or, you know, beat this creature? Well, the game is more kind of like a puzzle game. It's more or less figuring out how to get up to the weak spots on the colossi and just taking them down piece by piece, basically. But it's a really good game. Beautiful graphics on the PlayStation 2. It's really pushing it to its limit on this game. It's another more or less late PS2 game. It's just really showing why you bought a PlayStation 2 in the first place. I mean, it's just like a really gorgeous game. A lot of people know about this game, and they should. This game, definitely should get sequels. I know one's coming out on the PS3. I don't know when that shit is coming out. I've been waiting for years now, so hopefully it comes out soon. Don't get pushed back to the PlayStation 4. So this is just, it's a masterpiece on the PlayStation 2. Okay. Number 1, Okami. This is like Zelda. This is the PlayStation 2's answer to Zelda. And to me, the only Zelda that beats this game out is Wind Waker. And I know a lot of people hate Wind Waker. I fucking love Wind Waker. It looks like a cartoon to me. I love everything about Wind Waker. And that Wind Waker spirit that I loved on the GameCube, it kind of just, it rolled over into Okami. To me, this is the prettiest looking game on the PS2. If you have component cables on your PlayStation 2 and you put it in 16:9 mode, it just looks wonderful. Now, this game is about Amaterasu. She's appeared in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as a fighting game character. And basically, she is trying to save the world from an evil power of Orochi, an 8-headed serpent that's trying to take over the world. And I mean, it's so this game is so massive, it's so big that I'm surprised that it's not on 2 discs, but it's perfect to me. This is a perfect game, and just the art style on this is wonderful. It looks like a Japanese water painting the whole way through. If you guys have not heard of this, please go out, stop watching this video. They have this on the Wii. I believe they have it on the PS3 now as a downloadable game. Pick this game up if you haven't seen it already, and check it out. It's put out by Clover Studios. I believe they only made 3 games, Beautiful Joe and God Hand, and this right here, I believe this is their masterpiece that will just live on forever. I mean, I love this game. I always come back to it. I've beaten this game more than 20 times. I really love this game a lot. I don't get sick and tired of it at all. This right here is a perfect game to me. 10 out of 10. And I know this video is running pretty long. I just wanted to show you guys my favorite PS2 games, my top 15. And this is just PC Rock signing off. Go get this game. Out of all the other ones, go get this one. I recommend this one. Alright, this is PC Rock, and I'm signing off.